The Suzuki Vitara has been transformed from a utilitarian family-friendly SUV into more of a crossover with Range Rover Evoque-inspired styling and more advanced equipment. There's also more dynamic driving ability on offer, but it's not quite up with the class best. The 118 bhp 1.6-liter diesel model sounds a bit agricultural on anything more than half throttle, but a broad spread of torque means you always have power on tap, while the similarly 118 bhp 1.6-liter petrol engine sounds sporty and loves to be revved. The chunky styling focuses on sharp lines and striking details. It's a solid-looking SUV, with a bright 2-bar grille that connects the headlights. There's a silver skid plate insert lower down in the bumper, and while this might be more cosmetic than functional, it gives the Suzuki a rugged look. The bright LED running lights sit either side of the fog lights in angular recesses that accentuate the car's width. Other design details such as the fake vents at the edges of the bonnet and the muscular lines that flow back along the doors and up over the rear wheels add a dash of sportiness. Metallic paint is available for around £430, but if you want a contrasting black roof it'll cost an extra £370. Inside, the interior design is lifted by a large central clock and a smart 7-inch touchscreen that's standard on mid-grade trims and above. The instrument cluster is simple and easy to read, while a strip of plastic that stretches across the dash can be ordered in a variety of colors and textures. The entry-level SZ4 Vitara comes with a 4-speaker audio system with DAB digital radio, a CD player and USB/Bluetooth for media streaming, as well as steering wheel controls. The SZT and SZ5 models add a touchscreen sat-nav system, plus mirror-link smartphone connectivity, while the SZ5 also has slightly better sound quality thanks to the addition of a couple of tweeters. The glossy nav screen can be a little difficult to see in bright sunlight, but the Vitara's multimedia package is slick to use, and flicking through different functions in the Vitara is easy. The boot space of 375 liters, increasing to 1,120 liters with the rear seats folded, is 55 liters less than the S-Cross, but 21 liters more than its main rival, the Nissan Juke. The high-sided design means there's lots of rear headroom. Legroom is generous enough for all but the tallest adults. If you want to emphasize the feeling of space, you can opt for a panoramic roof with a large 560mm opening, although on our test car it suffered an irritating rattle. Early test cars sometimes have this issue. The sunroof also has an impact on headroom in the rear seats, not an issue if you mainly carry children, but 6-footers will find it a problem. Because it's 125mm shorter overall, with a 100mm shorter wheelbase than the SX4 S-Cross, the Suzuki Vitara doesn't have the same amount of interior space, but it's still a spacious family car. At 4,175mm long, 1,775mm wide and 1,610mm tall, the Vitara is a little bigger than the Nissan Juke. 4,135mm by 1,765mm by 1,565mm, in all directions. The two-wheel drive 1.6-liter petrol model returns 53.3 miles per gallon with the 5-speed manual transmission, or 51.3 miles per gallon with the 6-speed automatic. The 4-wheel drive petrol model returns 50.4 miles per gallon and 134 grams/km with the manual gearbox, or 49.5 miles per gallon and 138 grams/km with the auto. The 0 to 62 miles per hour time is 11.5 seconds for both engines and two-wheel drive spec, but go for the 4x4 option and the petrol's acceleration time increases to 12.0 seconds, while the diesel's time drops by a tenth to 11.4 seconds. Top speed for both is 112 miles per hour. The new 1.4-liter turbo is the best engine in the range by far, so it's a shame it's restricted to the range-topping Vitara S model. Nevertheless, the 1.4 gives the Vitara that turn of pace it's been missing, meaning it's more capable on the motorway and better at passing slower traffic, thanks to the added dose of torque. 0 to 62 miles per hour arrives in 10.2 seconds and its top speed is 124 miles per hour.